Caricature is one of the most interesting genres of visual arts because through humorous design and drawing, it reflects the social and cultural heritage of a society as well as the aspiration of its people and their problems. And recently, an Egyptian-Saudi caricature exhibition took place in Cairo. Now let's look in it and learn more about what the Saudi and Egyptian caricators and cartoonists see and what they've depicted in that exhibition.
خريج فنون طبعا، وابتدأت حياتي مهندس طباعة في جريدة من الجرايد الكبرى في مصر، وابتدأت أهتم بالرسومات اللي تنزل للمطبعة.
I graduated from Faculty of Fine Arts. I started my career in a very well-known newspaper. I care a lot about my job. I went to Salah Jahin and he was admired by my work. Any artist should understand and love his job. I tackled many significant problems in my work and I tried to solve them. The aim of my job is to draw a smile on faces. I deliver my message in a comic way.
الكاريكاتير ده من أهم وأبسط وأقوى وسائل التعبير عن الرأي.
Caricature is very important to express one's point of view. It delivers the message in a very easy way and in a short period of time. It reaches all segments of society. It is a common language among different countries. We held a gallery between Egypt and Saudi Arabia in coordination with the Egyptian Ministry of Culture and the Saudi Ministry of Culture. We also held a seminar. Many Saudi artistic figures took part in it. God willing, there will be more seminars in the future.
أنا بدأت الكاريكاتير حوالي كمحترف من يجي 8 سنين كده.
I started as an amateur 8 years ago. I developed myself. When I worked in the journalism field, I found out that I should exert all my efforts to make good drawing. I attended many lectures to know more about this art. I became pro. My first gallery was held in 2008, the second one in 2012, and the last one in 2015.
إني شخص توفقت جدا وكنت محظوظ فإني في بداية حياتي ومسيرتي في فن الكاريكاتير تقابلت مع عمالقة فن الكاريكاتير.
We are all one nation. The aim of caricature is to show the different points of view. I would like to thank all the artistic figures who took part in the gallery. They gave a lot to Egypt and Saudi Arabia. There are many famous artistic figures in this field, like Mustafa Hussein and Goma Farahat.
Cultural magazine brings to you the best cultural events taking place in the country, from visual arts to all the various cultural events. Now let's enjoy together the following segment. Celebrity Egyptian photographer Ashraf Talat is known for his love to exotic and historical places, and in this exhibition he's introducing us to China. Actually, he traveled for 3 weeks to the northern part of China and brought to us not only the cultural heritage of that area but also the spirit of the people. Also, it was accompanied by a beautiful video of the how to make. Now let's enter his world. Joining me right now is Mr. Tang Xiaofan, and he's the cultural attaché at the People's Republic of China in Cairo. Welcome with us, Mr. Tang. I'd like to know your feedback about today's exhibition. How do you see the pictures, and do you feel that they really represent your country?
Yes, of course. The photos of tonight is activities which are held by the Chinese Embassy Culture Office and as well as the Chinese Culture Center in Cairo. And Mr. Ashraf, who is an artist of photograph, was sent to China and see the Beijing and the Gansu province. And tonight I see all his masterpieces around here, and I think these pictures can represent some part of China, especially the Gansu province and some part of Beijing. I like the pictures very much. It's very impressive and very interesting. I'm very honored to go through all the 2016 Chinese and Egypt Culture Year, and we witnessed together over 100 activities, cultural activities between China and Egypt. We have many delegations, including Shaolin Kung Fu, which was held on November, and we have the Beijing Modern Dance Group, which was held in Alexandria. And also we have many great culture activities and some speeches delivered by the Chinese professors through the whole year. So I think this culture, and of course we have many great Egyptian delegations go to China, and I think it's very good communication in culture area between China and Egypt.
China one of the greatest country. Like Egypt, they have civilization like 5,000 years, and we have like 7,000 years. I just came back from China. I was have a lecture there about my style in photography and how to excel in your life with your own style in the photography field. In the beginning, China is making a great welcome to any foreigner photographers visiting them. Also, the countries have a lot of actions and a lot of history and a lot of styles that you can take photos there. About Ashraf now, let's talk about Ashraf. Would you like to talk about him? Ashraf is my friend in the beginning, and we worked together many times before, and we traveled together. And I know Ashraf's style in traveling. Actually, he never feels shy. He always goes through the people and have his own communication with the people. So this is the result. What we are seeing today. We can see many of documentary images, like you were with Ashraf in the same trip, actually. As all of us, we know that photographers have many styles. We can talk about this style today. We can call it documentary style or photojournalism. It's a kind of art. It's presenting the daily life of the people, and we didn't care about the rules of photography so much in this style, but actually we're talking about documentary. So when we watch this very important exhibition, actually we can see he document many of the daily style of the Chinese people and how they act in the morning, how they play in the free times. You know, they have many styles, and Ashraf, I think, recorded it very well. So we call this style documentary or photojournalism documentary, and Ashraf, one of the most important photographer even in Egypt and all over the world, actually, in this style. He have his own soul in all his images. Actually, Ashraf, he's very nice to record the making of each photos and the making of. It is not an easy job. Ashraf makes this video to tell us that photography is not an easy job. He didn't catch the photo like lucky way or nothing. But actually, if we watch the video, we can see how he working hard, how he communicate with the people, how he act with a fine way or a funny way with his style with the people to get the real shots. When we watch all the images, you can believe the images. It's not acting. It's really documenting images.
For this exhibition, it's amazing. Actually, I learned a lot from him. He's amazing photographer, and congratulations for him. It's amazing. Everything is great. I like also the framing, the cadring. It has different stories of a different place in China. It's amazing.
Camera of Cultural magazine is keen to bring to you the various cultural activities taking place here in Egypt. We visit the various cultural venues and we bring to you the best. Now let's enjoy some of them together. Among the most important visual arts movements in Egypt is the female visual art movement. It is a very important movement and we have many pioneers in that field. And as part of that movement and its works, we have the Fannanat Mubdi'at or Female Innovators exhibition, which took place recently in Cairo. Now let's look into it.
أنا مشاركة النهاردة في المعرض فنانات مبدعات من مصر بحوالي 6 لوحات.
In this exhibition, I'm participating with 6 paintings, 4 murals and 2 small ones, 80 by 80 centimeters. I like using acrylic colors. Sometimes I mix acrylic with oil. I studied art composition at the Arts Institute in Germany, and that helped me in widening my perspective.
It also helped me in diversifying my style and connecting the use of colors with the psychological effect that I want to express to create a unique atmosphere and mood. My paintings are characterized by the variety of its topics and art schools. I wanted to introduce to the public a variety of topics and styles, so I used symbolism, expressionism, experimentalism, surrealism, and even new media. As for how I work, sometimes I work directly on the canvas. Other times I study my topic, sketch it on paper, then I transfer it on the canvas to give the effect needed.
بالنسبة للوحاتي دايما بمثل بيها بروحنا بشخصنا احنا كفنانين عاملة لوحة
I'm participating with two paintings. In them I'm representing the symbol of motherhood and how mothers care for, contain and protect their children. In one painting I represented a mother protecting her children. In the other I depicted her as a candle that burns for her family. I decided to use cheerful colors. I like cheerful colors to reflect love, joy and happiness. I usually improvise on the canvas. Also, I'm keen to know the feedback of the exhibition's visitors. I like to hear their feedback and their thoughts and feelings. Then I adjust my paintings accordingly. I like to work on the canvas directly and to experiment with the colors and the topic. Sometimes I start with a certain topic, then I end with a totally different one. I'm deeply concerned with emotions, whether happiness or sadness. Also, my mood affects my topics and works.
الحقيقة أن معرض مبدعات مصريات في متحف أحمد شوقي الحقيقة يعني بعتبره تظاهرة جميلة.
This exhibition comprises a rich artistic gathering of a variety of artworks for several generations of female visual artists. Also, it houses a variety of fields like painting, graphics, sculpture and ceramics. What's significant about this exhibition is the presence of important artistic names like painter Nazli Matkour, sculptor Salwa Rushdie, textile and graphic designer Salwa Osman, and many others. In addition to many young artists who are exhibiting their works for the first time. The exhibition offers a fine opportunity for both the artist and the audience to learn about the various art schools and styles. Also, I'm really impressed with the works of Iman Siddiq, who presented some interesting works belonging to the pop art school, utilizing photographs in paintings as well as the use of multimedia in the production of paintings. Also Mona Ghurab, who is presenting her works for the first time. We can see a variety of paintings, a variety of topics displayed by her, and that is quite interesting.
have seen together a variety of cultural activities taking place here in Egypt. As in Cultural Magazine, we're keen to bring to you the best. And that brings us to the end of this episode of Cultural Magazine. Until we meet again with more cultural events, it's goodbye.